Ms. Garland, would you call roll?
Lee Mallett,
Here.
William Kluwat,
Here.
Brian Bordelon,
Here.
Noah Broussard,
Here.
Kristen Brown, here. Kyle Condon,
Present.
Kim DiGiovanni, here. Courtney Finay,
Here.
David Gallo, Adam Quinn, Stephen Hackworth,
Here.
Harvey Honore, Curtis Joseph,
Here.
Donald Lambert, Andy Lopez,
Here.
Garland Meredith,
Here.
Christopher Stewart,
Here.
Elliot Temple,
Here.
Keith Tillage.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Mr. Stewart, you're releasing the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we have a, maybe just have a moment of silence?
Yeah. Oh. Mr. Broussard, you want to lead?
I just want to have a moment of silence for Mr. Vick, that's been here for a long time. And say a little prayer to yourself or whatever, just a moment of silence for him, please. All right.
Thank you. And while on that, I served with Mr. Weston for many years. He did a lot of great things for the board, and I think everybody should acknowledge how thankful we are for all the service. He did a lot of things. He was a great personality if you knew him, like most of us knew him. He was always full of life and vinegar, and we're going to miss him, and I think it's only proper that we acknowledge what he's done for this board. If there's any board member would like to say something, you're welcome.
I'd like to say something. Not only was Mr. Weston a long-time member of this board, but he was also, in my case, a fellow Marine, but he served the country honorably for several years and stood for what's important, certainly free enterprise and protecting all the freedoms that this country had. And certainly, I know a lot of the board members have served with him longer than I had, but he was on this board for, 36 years. And, going again, shaped the board, not only the commercial board, but taking in the residential board into the fold several years back and providing guidance there and doing all the things there. So, and meant a lot to education and was really the one of the forerunners for reinvesting not only what we do here at the licensing board, but reinvesting those fines and funds back into the construction industry and supporting those college programs and other training programs associated with the construction industry. So,
Anybody else? Well, if not, Ms. Tamika?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tanika Sarks, and I'm an Assistant Attorney General with the Louisiana Department of Justice, and I'll be presiding over today's administrative hearings as the hearing officer. However, the board will make all final conclusions on each matter. At this time, can we please silence all cell phones? Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hassel?
Good morning, Mr. Chair and members. Your agenda looks probably a little different than it has in the past. It's the same content. We've just moved a few things around in the interest of saving some time, getting some of these folks out of here. That's all I've got for today. Just our regular course of business, if you will.
All right. No public comments?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's
Did we get staff sworn in?
Going to do a roll call?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I haven't done this in a while. I was out of town and it's kind of left me trying to remember. We would like to swear in Dylan Berger, David Ham, Logan Cockerham, Todd Eaton, Frank Vaughn, John Law, Christian McGee, Clay Rose, Suzanne McCartney, Stephanie Blonde, Lori LaRose, Ronnie Bossy, Carrie Morgan, and myself.
Good job. Can everyone raise their right hand? Do you all solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth to help you God? Thank you.
That's really good, Mr. Hassel. Yeah.
Just do it backwards.
she's new, huh?
All right, unfinished business. Start with your continuances, please.
Husband Services Corporation or any representatives present.
Let the record reflect that no one is present on behalf of Husband Services Corporation.
We have a settlement offer. Husband Services Corporation of Bridgeton, Missouri is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for entering into a contract with an unlicensed contractor, Aldi Inc., to perform work on the Aldi project in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in the amount of $334,813.27. They're offering a no contest plea, $1,000 fine plus $1,000 costs.
Call Ronald Dawsey.
Mr. Dawsey has been sworn.
Mr. Dawsey, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the licensing board for contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir, they were.
We offer those exhibits into the record,
Exhibits are admitted.
and we submit the settlement offer for consideration.
Joseph, move to accept.
Second. Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. I need to make a little, fix something here. I need a motion to approve the August 21st minutes. Can I get a motion for that?
So move conduct. Second.
I got a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Let's go to the next new business. Request rehearings.
Jose Quintanilla, doing business as Russian Ranges, is a rehearing at staff request.
We ask that y'all grant the rehearing.
Move to rehear. Tillich, second.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Board, we're requesting that Jose Quintilla, doing business as Russian Rangers, be vacated. Their prior, you were granted a rehearing. So we want the prior fine or requesting it be vacated and the matter dismissed. Mr. Quintilla is not associated with Russian Rangers, and we did some investigation and discovered that. So we don't think that he should be before the board.
Motion to dismiss.
Second. Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next case.
Joshua Clark, doing business as Big J Fixed It, or any representatives present.
Can you state your name, sir?
Joshua Clark.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Most definitely.
Thank you.
Joshua Clark, doing business as Big J Fixed It, or Baton Rouge, Louisiana, is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform electrical work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the Jim and Lou Grocery Project in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in the amount of $13,371.17.
Need a motion to read.
I was just about to ask you about that, Mr. Starks. Motion to rehear.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Clark, did you hear the alleged violation against you?
Yes, ma'am.
How would you like to plead to the alleged violation?
Not guilty.
Not guilty? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Call Clay Rivas.
Mr. Reeves has been sworn.
Mr. Rivas, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the licensing board for contractors for this matter involving Joshua Clark?
Yes, sir, they were.
We offer the exhibits into the record.
Mr. Clark, have you had a chance to review the documents?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any objection to the documents being entered into the record?
Not necessarily an objection to the documents, but an objection to what y'all saying I did. I didn't do that. Like, it's not true.
Okay, you'll have your chance to
Okay,
testify. So,
I'm sorry.
okay, you're fine. I just need to know if you have any objection to the documents.
No.
No objection. The exhibits are admitted.
Mr. Rivas, if you could explain to the board the purpose of Mr. Clark being before the board at this time.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, board members. This case was originally presented to enforcement as a complaint which was filed by a license holder. His allegation was that he was contacted and requested to allow his license to be used to obtain a permit for, this was a commercial remodel in Baton Rouge. And somebody had approved the permit. He contacted the board, said, I never allowed this to be, this permit wasn't filed under my name. That began the investigation. In the investigation, was never able to substantiate that happened at all. But what we did discover was the project owner was operating as their own contractor who was unlicensed to do so. And in that, they had several scopes of work in which they used several contractors for each, for the MEPs. Mr. Clark was one of those contractors for the electrical, and he was not licensed to do so, to do that work.
So, Mr. Rivas, it appears that at Exhibit A, that Mr. Clark entered into an agreement to perform electrical work. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And it says $1,000. Is that right?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Then as you go to page 9 of the exhibit packet, it shows a payment to Mr. Clark in the amount of $7,657.17. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And again, that's for electrical. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And then if you look at exhibit 2C, there are photographs that show areas of work in the store. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And it's screenshots that show Big J Fixed It Carpentry and Electrical. Is that what it says?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And you took that off of a website for Big J Fix It?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Then if you look at page 13, it shows a box with electrical in it. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then at exhibit 2D, there's a Nicotri Electric invoice for $3,293. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, it's correct.
Then exhibit 2E, there's also an invoice from Mr. Sparky in the amount of $2,100. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, it's correct.
And then there's another invoice behind that for material supplied. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So the total of $13,371.17 came from these various other electrical persons, and it involved a whole scope of work. Is that right?
Yes, sir. In the
As far as you can tell, did Big J Fix It, other than this $7,657.17, did you see any other payments made to Joshua Clark?
No, sir.
But the general scope of the electrical work was $13,371.17. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And Mr. Clark did not possess a license with this board to perform electrical work over $10,000. Is that correct?
No, sir, he did not.
Right. No further questions.
Mr. Clark, do you have any questions for this witness, Mr. Dawson?
How do you come up with? All right. First of all, I want to say, well, I don't have no question for the witness.
So if you don't have any questions for this witness,
I'm just waiting for my turn to talk.
okay. Mr. Ledner, do you have any other witnesses?
No other
Any
witnesses.
questions?
Mr.
Okay.
Mr. Clark can explain.
Mr. Clark, you can testify. If you have any documents to go with your testimony, then you can do that as well. And then if the board has any questions for you, you answer their questions.
Okay.
So go ahead.
All right. So
Talking to the mic.
yeah, Mr. Clark. Yeah. So first thing is this the contract right in front of you for $1,000. That payment from her was $7,000 for a wide scope of things. I do electrical, plumbing, carpentry, painting. You see what I'm saying? That money did not come from electrical. The first order today is that's wrong. I didn't get paid all that money for electrical work. I got paid that money for a wide scope of things. You see what I'm saying? And to address the guy that lied on me, I went to the licensing board myself and asked them for whatever he said because it's a clear-cut lie. I have the text message between he and I that said he knew I used him. You see what I'm saying? It was the first time I had got a chance to do, somewhat of a whole project. So I basically wanted to hire me a general contractor, like hire me a boss. You see, I don't know if I could do that, but I'm just being truthful. That's what it was. You see what I'm saying? I was looking for a general contractor. He agreed, okay? But this was a case of he didn't want to be honest and real with me. I'm a big fella. Maybe he was scared to be a man and talk to me in my face. You see what I'm saying? But he said yes, but he meant no. That's what that was. You see what I'm saying? Okay, I have the text message to prove what I'm talking about. Okay, we submitted him as the general contractor. Okay, I contacted him immediately after and said, look, we have you down as the general contractor. I need you to get me a permit pull. Now, that lets you know I didn't know what I was doing. I just know how to do the work. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know this process. You see what I'm saying? We're dealing with the board. As you probably, I don't know why you didn't put in there. I actually submitted to get a permit. And they emailed me and said, man, you can't do this. You ain't no licensed person. You see what I'm saying? I don't know why this not in here. You see what I'm saying?
Because I don't have that, sir.
Oh, but yeah, I definitely did. I submitted the form online, and they emailed me back saying we cannot allow you. You got a lot of steps to go through. So boom, okay. So once I found out he lied and said that I used the stuff without him knowing, Me and Miss Lucy went down there because I wanted to get whatever he had because I want to sue him. Because there's no way you should be doing this to a person who's trying to do the right thing. You see what I'm saying? There's no way you should go down there and say, hey, he lied on me. And I didn't. You know, I do have a past that, I mean, that's neither here nor there, but carpentry is what changed my life. Using my hands. I'm great with them. Am I a contractor? No. I don't have everything it takes to be a contractor. But there's nobody that can beat my work. You can match it. You can't beat it. You see? I mean, so, but it's just, I didn't do this. I didn't get $13,000 for electrical work. I got $13,000 for a wide scope of work, you know, and I don't know. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not guilty.
So, Mr. Clark,
Yeah.
just so the board's clear, your work on this project it was on a commercial project, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You did some electrical work?
I did do some electrical work.
You didn't do all the electrical work?
I did not do all the electrical
Were
work.
you working there while Nicotri came in and did work?
Well, who?
Nicotri Electric.
The other electricians. Yeah, there was the other
The ones that
electricians.
came and did the hood vent?
Yeah, whoever did electrical work.
Well, I mean, I was around. I was always around.
Okay.
Like, I wound up opening that store.
Right. And then when Mr. Sparky came, did you see Mr. Sparky do any work there?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you working with them at all?
No, I can't work with them.
All right. So you were doing work. Did your work exceed $10,000?
It did not.
Okay. Is that the only payment you received, the $7,600?
Well, the 76 didn't come in one time. It was 300 here, 400 here, like 600 here. You see what I'm saying? It didn't even come in one time. Like, no, it did
Do
not.
you ever do electrical work over $10,000?
No, sir. Never.
Do you ever do plumbing work over $10,000?
I have never did any work over $10,000.
Okay. All right.
So my question is, where's the $13,000 coming from?
Yeah.
So the 13 was a whole scope of work.
Totally.
So what ended up happening is you have electrical, you
Right.
have so he had an initial electrical contract, and then we take the whole scope of work
You
in there.
can't do that.
Now,
you got to say that then. You can't say electrical and then say it for a whole scope of
Hold
work.
on.
I understand.
I think he's trying to help you out. Hold on. Yeah, we're trying. We got to listen. Relax.
That's just what it is. Charge me right.
Yeah. So it came from Nicotri and Mr. Sparky, who did electrical work as well, and they did about $5,000 of electric work, a little bit more than that. And so then you combine that with his $7,600. That's how you get to 13. All right. And so I understand what you're saying, Mr. Chillage. Is that was there a total of $10,000 of electrical work in there? I can't tell you that there was.
Okay. Was there? How much did you get paid total?
In total?
Yeah. I mean, because there's a couple of things that's working here, and I get it, and I appreciate that you saying that you just didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
But as you know, ignorance is no excuse for the law.
It's not.
So what we're going to do is, let's talk through. So total, you got paid was how much?
7,000.
Okay. So 7,000
And change.
$7,657. Again,
$7,657.
this is a commercial project. It's not a residential project, so you can do work up to $50,000 without a license. The issue is the electrical, and whether electrical went over $10,000. The board can look at these and determine whether or not that actually existed. That's what he's here for, and so you can make that decision.
And I think the fact is that maybe one of the original things was for electrical work, possibly, and that's kind of what started this process.
$1,000.
Yeah, and then it grew, and that probably drew that higher.
And also, could I please get whatever that guy said about me? I really want to take that to court. I did not lie. I did not use no. See how I'm standing
Well, that's
here?
not
I don't
what
run
we
from
deal
nobody. I don't do
Mr. Clark, we're only
we
here for
understand.
this particular
That's not what we deal with.
business.
Mr. Tillage, let's get
Well,
back to
you'll have
Mr. Tillage.
to-
Finish.
Well, no.
Finish here.
I have a
I
question.
asked them for the information.
The board has a question. We're only here for this matter.
I apologize.
No. So who pulled the permit? Where was the permit? That's what I because that for me is the part that's convoluted. Because he said he tried to pull the permit, he told him he couldn't. So
Right.
he didn't understand that. Where was the other guy? Was permit pulled? Was there a permit? Was there not a permit?
There was a permit pulled, Mr. Tillage. To be honest with you, we had some difficulty with the permit office in actually finding out who had actually requested the permit. It was issued. AccuTemp at some point was one of the, so I had several, again, we had several different MEPs. AccuTemp came in and had a permit pulled, and I believe there's one other contractor had a had a permit pulled on it also. So, but Mr. Clark didn't.
Okay.
Again, I was never able to substantiate that allegation.
All right.
Were the other,
The
Any-
other people involved were brought before the board and they were investigated. He's the last part of this
okay,
case.
okay, all right, that's fine.
The owner was also cited for acting as a contractor.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of gray area in this. And honestly, I don't think we can put this man at fault because it's too much stuff at question in this particular case.
I would agree.
And for that, since that's the case, I move that we just dismiss.
Second. Joseph, second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Now, I'm going to go back, sir. You indicate that your work is bar none. I recommend you get licensed.
Yes, sir.
Right. There's no reason you should limit yourself to projects that are beneath the threshold for a license. Go get a license. They can help you with that here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And you do understand from now forward, you can't just do a small scope, even if it's under the 10,000. You can't take just a chunk of the scope until you get licensed. You need to. You can't take that. Doesn't make it okay. You understand that now. I know you said you didn't get when you came in, but you understand that now.
Could you explain that further? So I can't do any type. I'm certified in electrical. Like I've been to school for it. So I can't do any electrical work. You saying?
No, I don't think she said. You can do electrical work under $10,000, right?
Right. That's not what she just
Yeah.
told me.
Right
You
now.
can't be part of the scope. If the whole scope, if they have like 3 or 4 different electricians come in, the total scope, the aggregate of it is over $10,000, you can't be a part of it.
can't
If
be
you're
a part.
called in your scope of work alone,
All right,
and there's
all
no
right.
other electricians, you can do
Yeah,
electrical work.
give it the
Does that make
staff.
sense?
The staff will help you and explain that to you.
Yeah.
This- But look, thank you.
We'll talk after.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hey, next case, please.
Thanks a lot.
And if I'm you, I wouldn't want to worry about that. Just go ahead and get the license. It's not a problem. Let's go.
All right. Thank you.
Daiquiri World LLC or any representatives present.
Mark Elam on behalf of Daiquiri World.
Can you state your name again, please, sir?
It's Mark Elam.
Elon.
Elam. ELAMM.
Need a motion.
Move to rehear.
Joseph, second.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Daiquiri World LLC of New Orleans, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana state contractor's license on the Daiquiri World Restaurant Project in New Orleans, Louisiana, in the amount of $55,000.
Mr. Elon, you are an attorney, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead on behalf of your client?
Not guilty.
Okay.
Call Stephanie Belanger.
Mr. Belanger has been sworn.
Ms. Belanger, in front of you are exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the Licensing Board for Contractors for this matter involving Daiquiri World LLC?
They were.
We offer the exhibits into the record.
Counsel, you have any objection to the documents being entered into the record?
No.
No objection. The exhibits are admitted.
Ms. Belanger, in your investigation, and Exhibit 2B, was Daiquiri World LLC entered into a contract to perform work on its project?
Yes.
And it entered into a contract with which company?
Eagle Eye.
And in your further investigation, did Daiquiri World contract with other persons other than Eagle Eye?
Yes.
And who else did they contract with?
I believe it was Montana.
So if you look
Or
at
Malone, sorry.
if you look at Exhibit 2D, is that Malone Electrical Services?
Yes.
And did they perform the electrical work on the project?
No.
Who performed the work?
Montana.
And we had Montana here before the board before, is that correct?
We had Malone here.
Malone, that's correct. And so if we look at 2E, you see checks from Daiquiri World to Montana Electric, is that correct?
Correct.
And Montana Electrical will perform the scope of work of Malone?
You said they performed it for Malone?
Yes.
Yes.
Did Daiquiri World contract with any other individuals other than the electrical?
They did.
And who else was that?
Plumbing, PARS.
Who's that?
PARS Construction with plumbing.
Okay. And so did Daiquiri World directly pay for them as well?
I don't have the payments for that.
Okay. So if we look at Exhibit 2C, is that a letter from Eagle Eye? Page 22.
Is that what? A letter?
It's a letter from Eagle Eye?
Yes.
And that's to you at the licensing board?
Correct.
And in that, Eagle Eye states that they hired a plumber and electrician to complete the work, that the owner, Daiquiri World, hired a plumber and electrician to complete the work?
Yes.
Is that correct? And Daiquiri World was the owner, correct?
Correct.
And Daiquiri World was not a licensed contractor, is that correct?
Correct.
No further questions?
Any questions for this witness, counsel?
No.
Okay.
No additional witnesses.
All right. Mr. Elam?
Yeah, so Mark Elam on behalf of Daiquiri World, and it's really Morgan Walker. Daiquiri World, just so that you guys are aware, Daiquiri World is...
Could you please speak in the mic?
Daiquiri World is really not even in existence because of
Hey,
cost.
speak into the mic, please. We can't understand.
I apologize. Daiquiri World is not even in existence because of the cost overruns related to this project. Morgan hired Eagle Eye, as they suggested, to be the general contractor on this project. As it relates to issues concerning the payments of subcontractors, they were forced to ultimately pay some of these subs. And I think it was only alleged that they paid them, which is why this has been levied, a fine has been levied against them. And as she said, Malone, or Montana, in which she paid, was actually contracted by Malone. Malone, I have the one-stop permit that shows Malone was actually who filed for the permit. They were responsible for the work, and they subbed to Montana, in which my client paid because these subs weren't getting paid on this project. So, you know, and currently they're actually in litigation as a result of this matter. I also have a demand letter and a termination letter that shows that Eagle Eye was hired and they're within litigation pending this matter. So I don't think my client should be penalized as a result of paying a sub wherein, you know, she was just trying to do the right thing. That was it. Because these guys weren't getting paid.
I take it you're an attorney.
I am, yes.
How many subs were on this job?
I'm not aware. I mean, the only issues that I'm aware of is the plumbing and the electrical issue. I don't think anything else has been alleged to anybody else that was hired. I just know that at some point throughout the project, there was an issue with paying subcontractors, and Malone or Montana reached out and she decided and opted to pay them directly simply because some of the subs weren't being paid.
Is that the only sub that she paid?
That I'm aware of, yes.
Mr. Landreau,
Yes.
you have anything to add to this?
No, all we have is that if you look at exhibit, again, you look at 2C, Eagle Eye did say that the owner hired the plumber and electrician. And at exhibit 2D, Malone Electrical Services has a service contract with Daiquiri World, or invoice or estimate to Daiquiri World specifically and not to Eagle Eye.
Yeah.
And so based on that, there is an owner acting as a contractor, which violates the contractor licensing laws. So that's why we're here. I understand counsel's argument about paying, but the exhibit 2D specifically shows that Daiquiri World received an estimate directly from Malone's Electrical Services.
Correct.
And that did not go to Eagle Eye. That went directly to Daiquiri World.
So you had proposals to Daiquiri World directly from the subs. You had payments from Daiquiri World to subs.
Yes.
Smell like a duck, walk like a duck.
Yes.
Quack like a duck.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Go ahead and wrap it up if you want. Make your case.
Listen, I just think this very well could have been a form of retaliation as it relates to this lady filing suit and demanding money back from this contractor. I think all of this has occurred as a way in order to try to levy fines and get back at her in some capacity, and whether or not it be through the board for fines or some type of evidence as it relates to the litigation. But this lady did nothing wrong, and this guy ran off with her money. I mean, that was simply it. This was a $85,000 plus project, and nobody else had any issues as it relates to getting paid. And the majority of these funds were given directly to the contractor, and she didn't make any payments directly to a sub until it became an issue as it relates to the contractor actually paying the subs. So I just don't think she should be penalized. I think it's a bit of an overreach for it.
Is Daiquiri World still in business?
It's not. It did never open as a result of the cost overruns of this project, this guy running off with some of the money. So, I mean, this is not even a business that's active.
Okay, so what's the board's pleasure? You've heard both sides.
I mean, the letter of the law is simple. I do understand your argument, but in this case, she was acting as a contract. So I move to find him guilty.
Second.
I got a motion and a second. Any discussion? That's it.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
In light of the fact that the business is not in business, and the fact that I can understand the cost overruns, what happened, I move to find the $1,000 for court costs plus $500.
Thank
Joseph,
you.
second.
Accepted.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Thank you
opposed?
all.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next case.
Ramirez Construction Service, LLC, are any representatives present?
Let the record reflect that no one is present on behalf of Ramirez Construction Service, LLC.
Okay. Let me just look at it real quick. This is on a rehearing request, is that correct?
Yes.
Is there
Wait 1 second.
Yeah.
No one here?
There's no one here.
Right.
Yeah, so I just want to confirm with Ms. Morgan that a notice was sent of the notice of rehearing. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And no one has appeared here today. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Next.
Joseph moved to deny the request for rehearing.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next case, please.
Alvaro Hernan Morales, are any representatives present?
Can you state your name, please, sir?
Alvaro Morales.
All right, Mr. Morales, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And you can pull the microphone up, too. Need a motion?
Joseph moved to grant the rehearing.
Till the second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Alvaro Hernan Morales of Denham Springs, Louisiana, is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for misrepresentation of fact by an applicant in obtaining a license.
And this is a reconsideration of a penalty.
He was here in June. He was found guilty. They ordered $1,000 costs along with the revocation of his qualifying party status. He paid the $1,000 costs and is requesting to appeal the revocation.
So he's here before you on a rehearing on the revocation of his license. I mean, his qualifying party status.
Not defined?
Well, he already paid the
He's paid
administrative
it.
fee. He paid it already.
Okay.
So the notes are or the minutes are incorrect. The minutes say that he didn't appear in June. Is that?
He did not appear. He was not here, and a fine was assessed,
Okay.
and his QP status was revoked.
All right.
He's asked to come before you again. He's paid the $1,000 fine, and he wants to reconsider his removal of his QP status. So that's what we're here for.
Okay. Mr. Landreneau, do you have anything else or counsel?
No.
Okay.
So so he just has to. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. Mr. Morales, if you want to testify to the board, you may.
Wait, no, I didn't call witnesses yet. So he needs to he hadn't pled yet as to whether or not he violated I know he has paid the administrative fine, but he still hasn't pled guilty, not guilty, or no contest as to his application and the actual charge against him.
But we already found him.
They already found him guilty. He paid the fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
we found him guilty. Paid that.
Okay.
So council, we've got a reconsideration of the penalty, not necessarily a reconsideration of
And
the.
that's fine. So I'll need to call Logan Cockerham on the matter.
All right.
Okay.
They would just need to hear from him.
Well, let me get
Let-
Logan
let the
Cockerham
council-
up first. Mr. Cockerham, and then he can explain it so you know what he's explaining about. Mr. Cockerham, these exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4, were they prepared in the regular ordinary course of business licensing board for contractors?
Yes, sir.
We offer those exhibits into the record.
Mr. Morales, I'm sorry. Have you had any opportunity to review the documents that he's referencing?
Yes, I can read them through.
Okay. Do you have any objection to those documents?
Not at all.
Okay, no objection. The exhibits. Are you admitting the exhibits?
Yes, admit in the whole package.
Okay, admitted.
Mr. Cockerham, according to the documents, it appears that Mr. Morales was offered a qualifying party application for the. Is that correct?
Yes,
And for the business of Shingle Solutions LLC, is that correct?
that's correct.
Which is at Exhibit 2B, is that correct?
That is correct.
And in that application, he
2C.
stated that he was an employee of Shingle Solutions?
That is correct.
And thus, he was admitted as a qualifying party for Shingle Solution LLC, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. Now, Mr. Morales had a qualifying party status already, is that right?
That is correct.
And he has a qualifying party status for another company, is that
Yes.
right? And as a result of the revocation of his qualifying party status that we had in the previous hearing, it removed him as a qualifying party for a company that currently exists and is licensed, is that right?
That is correct.
And the reason he was brought before the board is because he was not actually an employee of Shingle Solutions. Is that correct?
Yes.
Essentially, he was working as an independent contractor, a 1099 employer. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And if you look at Exhibits 2E, there are payments from Shingle Solutions to Mr. Morales and his company AHM Construction LLC. Is that right?
That is correct.
It's the 1099 forms. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And so is AHM Construction LLC was a licensed contractor with this board?
Yes.
And Mr. Morales was a QP for that board?
That is also correct.
All right, no further questions.
Mr. Morales, do you have any questions for this witness?
No questions.
Okay. Anything further, counsel?
Yeah, let me call Mr. Morales. Let me call Mr. Morales. Mr. Morales, you recognize that you did submit, or did you submit a qualifying party status for Shingle Solution LLC?
As far as I can remember, I don't remember doing so. He was a friend of mine, and I was trying to kind of help him out to get a job, to secure some commercial jobs, and I was promised to do those jobs, as a sub. That's the main reason why. But I was not aware of the paperwork that was filed, because I was not the one that filed the application and did the whole process.
And you own AHM Construction LLC?
Yes.
Okay. And you were the qualifying party for that company, right?
Yes.
Well, you got the floor, Mr. Ramirez.
Excuse me?
You have the floor. Talk to the board. Tell the board why we should do this for you.
I mean, I know I did wrong. I was not aware that it was gonna go this far, that it was gonna be this serious. So, I mean, I still want to do business in Louisiana. I'm mainly a subcontractor. I don't deal with homeowners directly. So I work for quite a few guys around town. So especially with the new laws coming, I don't know if a sub needs to have a license. So that's why I'm here, because I want to get my license reactivated.
Any questions from the board?
Yeah. And Mr. Morales, you recognize that what you did was not right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
And so what the board wants to hear is that you recognize that you made a mistake and you're not going to let this happen again.
Yep.
And he has qualified before, and we know what roofing is. There's a new roofing requirement, and it appears that Mr. Morales has been doing from his 1099s about $600,000 or $700,000 of roofing a year. So I'd assume you're gonna qualify for a roofing, or you want to qualify as a roofing contractor?
I do have a residential and commercial license, so I don't know if I need to get a classification just for roofing alone.
Why does he need that if he's already got a residential license?
To do residential roofing, the law did change as of August 1.
Yeah.
But if he holds a residential construction license, he does not need a specialty classification.
So you're saying you did wrong. Tell me what you did wrong.
Well, I let somebody else use my license, pretty much, to pull permits, to work on a commercial project. That's what I did wrong. And I'm guilty for it.
It's actually...
And I'm
Actually, what he did is he submitted his name as an employee for that company to obtain a license. It wasn't necessarily, I mean, yeah, he did use his QP status to do that, but he actually used his QP status to get that license, as opposed to allowing someone else to use his license.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying.
One clarification. I kept hearing us say that he paid the $1,000 cost. He didn't pay the 2,000. Wasn't there 2,000 plus 1,000?
It was only 1,000 costs.
only
Those minutes are incorrect.
Minutes are incorrect.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So the ask is to retain his QP status.
To reinstate his QP status.
Reinstate.
So that he, under his company AHM, not under Shingle Solutions.
So what's the pleasure of the board?
And again, he is, from a commercial perspective, would have to get the roofing designation to move forward.
He would, if he holds, if his QP is reinstated, I believe the status of it is, his classification status is building construction and residential.
Right.
If that's correct, he would not need a residential roofing classification. The residential construction would cover that.
Right.
So he wouldn't need
Nothing on the commercial side he would need.
No, if he gets building construction back as well, he's good to go.
Okay.
Has he ever been in front of the board before?
No, this case was his first violation.
Can I ask one question?
You can ask two.
Okay, two. I'll just start with one. So the conviction or whatever is for perjury. This isn't a license loan situation. He actually committed perjury by lying on the signing something, saying, is that correct, or tell me what the...
He put on the application that he was an employee of the company
okay.
when he was not actually an employee of the company.
I think he understands. I think he understands the significance of his actions, and I move to reinstate.
Till it's second.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Don't do that again.
We don't expect to see you again.
Not anymore.
PYM Structural Welding LLC, items 1 and 2. Are any representatives present?
So what we're requesting on the agenda for the board on PYM Structural Welding LLC 2024-0268-04 and 2024-407-04. We're going to combine those two here, and that's what we're requesting.
Joseph moved to combine.
Till the second.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
PYM Structural Welding LLC, Houston, Texas, is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the Discount Tire Lab No. 4 project in Lake Charles, Louisiana, in the amount of $114,500. And also here for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the Discount Tire Lab No. 5 project in Lafayette, Louisiana, in the amount of $157,600. They have agreed to plead no contest to case 2024-040704 and to pay a $2,500 fine plus 1,000 costs, with the stipulation that we dismiss case 2024-026804.
Okay. Call Frank Vaughn.
Mr. Vaughn has been sworn.
Mr. Vaughn, in front of you are the exhibits for 2024 0268-04 in the matter of PM Structural Welding LLC, and also the exhibits of 2024-0407-04 PM Structural Welding LLC. Were those prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the Licensing Board for Contractors?
I have the exhibit packet for 268. John LeBlanc has the other one.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mr.
I have them both in front of me now, though.
Okay,
Yes.
now 26804 was prepared in the regular ordinary course of business, Licensing Board for Contractors, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. LeBlanc, you can come up. 2024-0407-04, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4, were they prepared in the regular ordinary course of business, Licensing Board for Contractors?
Yes.
We'll offer both of those packets into the record.
Exhibits are admitted.
Okay, we submit to the board the settlement offer, and if the court said, we have no opposition to dismissing 0268-04 if you accept the settlement offer for 0407-04.
Joseph, move to accept.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next case.
Waltco General Contractors LLC, or any representatives present?
Can you state your name, sir, and your affiliation with the company?
Brady Walton, I'm the owner.
Walton?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Walton, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Waltco General Contractors LLC of Pryor, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of alleged violations for entering into a contract with an unlicensed contractor, Splitterberger LLC, and for permitting the contractor's license to be used by another when the other contractor does not hold a license for the classification of work for which the contract is entered on the Splitterberger project in Walker, Louisiana, in the amount of $352,250.99.
Mr. Walton, how do you plead to the alleged violation?
No contest.
Okay, no contest.
Temple, move to accept.
Joseph, second.
Motion and second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Call Kristen McKee.
Ms. McKee has been sworn.
Ms. McKee, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the Licensing Board for Contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir.
We offer the exhibits into the record.
Mr. Watson, have you had a chance to review the documents?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any objection to the documents being entered into the record?
No, ma'am.
Okay, no objection. The exhibits are admitted.
Ms. McKee, according to the documents, it appears that there were payments made and invoices issued in the total amount of $352,250.79. 99 cents, is that correct?
That's correct.
And that was for the project at Splitterberger, is that correct?
That's correct.
And is that a project that Waltco General pulled a permit for?
That's correct.
And did Waltco General Contractors perform all of the work on that project?
They didn't perform all of it. They did perform the metal building scope.
They performed some erection of steel, correct?
Correct.
And then there were other, there's obviously a lot of other work performed on the project.
That's correct.
And they did not perform the work, and they did not hire the subs for that work. Is that right?
Correct.
In fact, Splitterberger hired those subs to complete the work. Is that
Yes, sir.
right?
That's correct.
Okay. No further questions.
Mr. Walton, do you have any questions for this witness?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Counsel, do you have any?
I have no further witnesses, Mr.
Mr. Walton, you may give a statement to the board or an offer as to a penalty.
So, what happened with this project is I had a piece of land that I sold to Splitterberger. In the deal, I was going to help him get that building done. A few years ago, I had a similar situation. I called Miss Lorella Rose. I've worked with her a bunch in the past. Explained it to her. Asked her if it was okay for me to go in and be a consultant to this project with this client. She said it was fine, and this was a short time later. If it was okay to do it for that project, figured it was okay to do it with this one as well, and apparently it's not. I mean, this is not something that I do on a daily basis. If this is against the rules, I mean, have no problem taking my penalty and moving on. And
Mr. Walton, so are you saying that did you actually operate as a construction supervisor for this Splitterberger?
yes, I was helping the owner of Splitterberger, through problems or what have you. We went in, did the building. This project was never completed. I've actually since purchased this project. I own the building now. Any problems that he ran into, I was helping him out, trying to iron the situation out, and then it just stopped. The
It's
project
just his
stopped.
first violation.
No, sir, it's his fifth violation.
How many?
Fifth.
Fifth.
Let me ask this. You said you operating as consultant, but you actually did work on the project?
We did some work, yes, sir.
Okay, but you pulled the permit?
Yes, sir.
All right. All the contracts were directly with the owner of the contracts?
Yes.
So he acted as his own general contractor?
I mean, if that's the law, or if that's the letter of the law, then that's what he did. I had asked Miss LaRose prior, if I had to pay these subs, and she told me no on this.
So
who is Miss LaRose?
So do you she worked here before?
Yeah, she could ask.
And you asked her if you could pull the permit on his behalf?
No, I asked her. This was on a different project.
A consulting.
This wasn't right.
Right.
But
That's not
consulting
relevant to this.
is not pulling the permit.
Yep.
Right.
You became a general contractor at that point, and you did work on the project. So do you understand that as a GC and pulling the permit, you were responsible for all subcontracts?
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure what advice you would have been given, but you can be a consultant and certainly do something different. But you did, by pulling the permit, you became the general contractor and the contractor of record for that.
Right.
So you're in total violation there.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, so he's got 5 violations. Are all his fines, everything paid?
Okay, so yes. So he pled no contest to violations in 2008 and 2009, and then he had another violation in 2024.
Same type of charges?
What were those violations?
Those were contracting with unlicensed contractors to complete the work. And yes, he paid the fines.
Well,
and I guess one is guilty of loaning a license, which I assume he pulled a permit. And again, that was 2009 and 2008.
So
What is the pattern, Mr. Landry?
Yep, that's still happening.
Mr. Watson, what are you doing now as Waltco general contractors? What do you do?
We've been building oil changes and car washes. That's my deal. That's what we stay busy with.
So, and in those cases, do you ever operate as consultant or do you operate as a GC?
No, sir, we're the GC.
And in those cases, you're operating where you're paying all the subs and doing all those things?
Yes, sir.
Are any of those payments directly from the owner to subs?
No, sir.
All right. Because this pattern is such that this is generally where we would pull a license, quite frankly, on some of these things. This is one of the more egregious ones. Notwithstanding, you feel like you might have gotten bad advice, but I think if you understood what you signed up for and you took the business of law, you should have understood that you were operating outside of that.
Not only that, after you that many charges, you would have. Looks like you'd have learned and knew not to do this again and come back before us. That's my problem. I mean, that's a lot. 5 violations. I don't care what you don't learn after the first mistake or the second mistake. Actually, the third mistake.
Well, I think some of those violations it was multiple on one project, like the unlicensed subs.
Doesn't matter. You shouldn't be back up here. But anyway, let the board decide what they want to do. Not after that. You should have studied the law for licensure, and you shouldn't be back up here. That's my. And I'm the board. Do what you want to do, but 5 violations is.
If I could just have a probation.
You got ongoing projects now?
I'm sorry?
You got ongoing projects now?
Yes, sir.
How many projects you got going on?
4.
On those 4, do you use licensed subcontractors?
Yes, sir.
What are those projects, if you could quickly just...
I have 3 oil changes and 1 car wash.
All right.
And you're jeopardizing your business with these violations.
Well, when you put here now, if we were to pull your license, you'd have to cease and desist, and obviously it would cause pain and discomfort for those for those.
I hope you understand the seriousness.
I do, sir.
Look. We can either go a couple ways. We can give you something that's a substantial fine, and you know, I don't know if we can restrict him from signing any more contracts.
Well, I'm ready to make a motion.
Yeah, go ahead. Feel free.
I've been up here and I've seen where we revoke licenses after they come up here fifth and the sixth time. I've seen it. I moved to fine you $10,000 plus cost, and I just hope not to see you up here for at all for this. You know, so that's my motion.
He's being very nice. If you come back again, I'll
It's
take
gonna be
your
over.
license.
I'm sure I have some other board members up here that would like to revoke. That would like to
You don't have a
revoke.
second yet.
You ain't got a second yet.
I'll second it.
All right. So now we got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
One opposed from Ms.
No,
Brown.
Kristen Brown is
Look,
opposed.
this is serious. Don't come back.
And the promise I'll give you, if I'm here, it would be your last time if you show up here again as a contractor.
Can that be added to?
What's that?
Can that be added
No,
No, you can't do that.
No.
Suspend the license.
No, he's got the motion. We got this. You're very lucky. That's all I can tell you. Don't come back. Don't come back. All right. Thank you. Next case.
AF Construction LLC, or any representatives present?
Let the record reflect that no one is present on behalf of AF Construction LLC.
We have a settlement offer. AF Construction LLC of Denham Springs, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the Splitterburger project in Walker, Louisiana, in the amount of $77,045.65. They're offering a no contest plea, a $3,000 fine plus $1,000 costs.
Call Kristen McKee.
Ms. McKee has been sworn.
Ms. McKee, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of a licensing board for contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir.
You'll offer the exhibits into the record.
The exhibits are admitted.
Submit the settlement offer for consideration.
Joseph moved to
Wait.
accept.
Wait. I got one question. Have they got any violations or anything?
This is their third violation. In November of 21, they pled no contest to residential contractor without a license. They paid $500 costs. In September of 24, they pled no contest to contractor without a license and paid a $1,000 fine plus $1,000 costs. They applied for commercial building July 15th. It's pending the exam. They held residential from August of 21 to August of 22.
Previous year, I used to read that ahead of, so we didn't have to ask that if there was any previous violations. That might be a good thing to do going forward.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Mr. Hatcher.
That was a little part of our discussion this morning. I don't think we finished. We'll talk
Okay.
a little bit
All
about
right.
that.
All right. What's the pleasure?
There's some judicial challenges there.
All right. What's the pleasure?
Move to accept the offer. Second.
I got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Destiny Utter, doing business as Elite Paint Pros, or any representatives present?
Let the record reflect that no one is present on behalf of Destiny Utter, DBA Elite Paint Pros.
Destiny Utter, doing business as Elite Paint Pros of Denver, North Carolina, is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the Sunbelt Rentals Project in Caron Crow, Louisiana, in the amount of $177,569.23.
Call John LeBlanc.
Mr. LeBlanc has been sworn.
Mr. LeBlanc, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of a licensing board for contractors? Yes. We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Exhibits are admitted.
Mr. LeBlanc, according to the documents, it appears that Destiny Utter, doing business as Elite Paint Pros, was provided with notice of its violation and of this hearing date by certified mail. Is that correct? Yes. It also shows that Destiny Utter, doing business as Elite Paint Pros, performed work on a commercial project. Is that correct? Yes. They did not possess licensing with this board to perform that work. Is that correct? Yes. And in the exhibits, in pages 10 through 22, it shows the total work performed was $177,569.23. Is that correct? Yes. We submit to the board that Destiny Utter, doing business as Elite Paint Pros, was in violation of Louisiana contractors' licensing laws for failure to possess licensing with this board to perform work on a commercial project in the amount of $177,569.23. As you find them guilty of the violation, issue the appropriate fines and costs.
Joseph moved to find the violation.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Max fine plus cost.
Till the second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next case.
Electric Solutions, Inc., or any representatives present?
Can you state your name and your affiliation with the company, sir?
Barry Sorrell, Electric Solutions owner.
Okay, Mr. Sorrell, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
Electric Solutions, Inc. of Monroe, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for permitting the contractor's license to be used by another when the other contractor does not hold a license for the classification of work for which the contract is entered on the Sunbelt Rentals project in Karen Crow, Louisiana, in the amount of $150,418.40.
Okay. Mr. Sorrell, do you have any, I'm sorry, how would you like to plead to the alleged violation?
Not guilty.
Okay, not guilty.
Call John LeBlanc.
Mr. LeBlanc has been sworn.
Mr. LeBlanc, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular, ordinary course of business of the licensing board for contractors?
Yes.
Offer the exhibits into the record.
Mr. Sorrell, have you had a chance to review the documents that he's referencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any objection to the documents being entered into the record?
Well, I object in the regard that, you know, I just never seen none of this stuff. You know, I mean, I don't object per se that, you know, that it's here, but this stuff, I guess we'll get into it. But yeah.
Do you need a chance to review it?
No. I mean, I look at it, but I don't agree with it. So I mean.
Okay, so do you have an objection or do you don't?
No.
No objection? Okay. The exhibits are admitted. You'll have your opportunity to testify and refute any of the documents or any of the testimony.
Okay.
But we'll allow Mr. Landry to do his case in chief first.
Okay.
Mr. LeBlanc, according to Exhibit 2B, was a permit pulled for the project?
Yes.
And who was listed as a contractor, as one of the contractors?
Electric Solutions Incorporated.
And if you look at page 9, was Barry Sorrell, Electrical Solutions, listed as the electrical contractor for the project?
Yes, sir. I checked with Miss Valerie Bossett, the permit manager of the Karen Crow Permit Office, and she gave me that information.
Did Electrical Solutions perform any work on the project?
According to Mr. Sorrell, no.
Did you have conversations with Mr. Sorrell?
Yes, I did.
If we look at Exhibit 2C, page 12, did Mr. Sorrell state that he pulled the permit for the project?
Yes. He indicated that an individual named Obed pulled it for him and that he had sent him there to give an estimate on the project.
For the project?
Yes, sir.
And then did pull a permit for the project, is that correct?
Correct.
But again, did not do any work on the project, is that right?
According to Mr. Sorrell, no, he did not do any work.
And then the total amount of $150,418.40, that's indicated through invoices at pages 30 through 42 of the exhibit packet, is that correct?
Yes.
And is that for the whole project, not just electrical, but for the entire project?
That's for the electrical.
That is for the electrical? And so that would have been the scope of work for Mr. Sorrell's company, Electric Solutions, Inc., is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that work was performed by a company, Green Construction and Development, Inc., is that correct?
Yes.
Was Green Construction and Development, Inc. a licensed contractor?
No, sir.
No further questions.
Mr. Sorrell?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for this witness?
For
the witness standing next to you.
No, we dialogue back and forth already. So I mean,
no questions.
Just basically, no.
Okay. Council, do you have any further?
No further questions.
Okay. Mr. Sorrell, you'll have the opportunity to give a statement to the board to testify on your behalf if you have any documents as well. And then the board will ask you questions.
Sure.
The board will also weigh on your innocence or guilt, and then they'll determine a penalty.
Okay.
So you may proceed.
All right, so this ordeal started whereas I was looking for an opportunity. I'm a small residential. I do most of the residential in New Orleans. I'm based in New Orleans, and so I received a call, which I would call as I would say is a referral, and the situation was that some electrical work was needed to be done at United Rentals. Well, I looked at it as an opportunity. So the guy that's in these documents, he went out there. I never even been out there, right? I never even saw the project. I didn't even know the scope or anything. But what he did was he took a picture of the cement slab where it had been sawed open, and I took it as it was a contract abandonment job. Yeah, I would pursue it, but they told me that they were going to have more word, this and that, whatever. Nothing ever materialized, and I did pull the permit, but I only pulled the permit because in the description, in this let me see if I can find it right quick. Yeah, this permit that the copy is, what it is to me, it's been because you can look at the way has been checked, the information has been put in. Yeah, that looks like my signature, but I never did this. I never filled this out with 400 amps or anything like that. Because if I'd have put 400 amps, then I would have understood the scope. What I sent Mr. LeBlanc the original picture that I had that they sent me with the slab open, and all it was just a bunch of conduit stub-ups. So I called for the closer of that because it seems like somebody came in and did the work and left, and that's it. I am negligent of my license because the fact is that I didn't follow up on it. And lo and behold, seems like these people have been just constantly working off of my license. I wasn't informed. Normally doing work in New Orleans, 6 months, your inspection, your permit is expired. So this thing had went on so long, Mr. LeBlanc called me, I was lost because I barely could remember anything about it. I didn't write a contract, didn't receive any money or anything about this. It was just, I looked at it as an opportunity maybe to do some commercial work, because I mostly do residential in New Orleans. And so I take responsibility because I should have followed up. I should have found out, if this permit is still open or whatever, but in my mind, I just basically thought that after 6 months it was over with, but lo and behold, I come here and we got a whole book. And so nice.
So you pled guilty. You want to change your plea? You just said that.
He pled not guilty.
Oh, you pled not. Yeah, you pled not guilty. You want to change your plea? You just said, I'm right here. Do you want to change your plea now? You just said that you were.
Well, I would.
No contest is
No
always
contest
a great
is better.
option.
If you,
I would, and that's what I originally wanted to do, no contest with an explanation, but just kind of, I was in shock, right?
Okay, Mr. Sorrow.
Huh?
Do we have a motion
yeah.
to
Do you
change his
want to
plea?
change it?
I think he said
Okay.
yes.
All
Yeah.
right.
Change it to what?
No
No
contest.
contest.
No contest. All right.
I move to accept.
Excuse me. No. We got to put the motion. Motion that Mr.
to accept his plea.
Yeah, to accept his plea change.
No contest. I got a second?
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, so now you got a no contest. Anything else you want to tell us for the rule?
Yeah, that's basically it. This is foreign, but I feel bad because it's negligence on my because this is my license, this is my livelihood, so I understand it from that perspective. But this was really just done behind my back.
Okay.
Gotcha.
he's contracted. What's the penalty?
I got one question to the gentleman.
Yes, sir.
I find it real hard to believe that a fellow in the business that's been in the business would take a picture of his cell phone, somebody send him a picture and him buy a permit based on that picture. I don't understand that.
Well, I can explain that. I mean, I've been doing this work a long time, right? And sometimes I do communicate like that if I can't get to somewhere. I'm like I said, I'm in New Orleans. Karen Crow is, I don't know how far it is. I don't even know how far it is from New Orleans. So this guy, he went out there. So while he was out there, I mean, no scope had been explained, no prints, nothing. And so it appeared to me that, and this was the story that was relayed to me, they had some contractors come in and just cut the slab and they did some stub-ups, but they left. They're not there. So, in a regard of trying to establish a relationship, maybe move further, maybe get some more work or whatever, I did pull a permit, but on my description on that permit, it was just for the close that, when I called for the inspection, it was just to close that little area, that picture that, I don't know if it's in here, but that was it. And that was it from, I haven't heard anything else from it. And now the day I come. Yeah, so that's my story. And
Well, you played no contest, but the question is, have you learned a lesson? You
yes,
can't
sir.
you can't
Most
do
definitely.
this.
I mean, so this is my livelihood, and I just like I said. I mean, I was sitting here thinking no contest, but coming up when I look at all the documents and this number of 100 and whatever thousand, I'm like, Lord.
Well, Mr. Meredith is an electrical contractor, and I think he's the one who's got the most trouble with this. But if you've learned your lesson, because now there's a record of you doing it, so if you come back, it won't be good, right?
Yes, sir. I've been in business now for, I guess, 18 years.
And I think that's what Mr. Meredith's problem is. You should know. I would leave it alone right now, because that makes it more that you should know better. But that being said, what's the board want to do?
Okay.
Do you have an offer since you pled no contest?
Excuse me, sir?
Do you have are you offering anything? For a
Offering?
settlement?
You want to get a settlement offer before they rule?
I never been said $1,000. I don't know.
Well, typically you're going to get $1,000 fine and then there'll be a penalty. So, $1,000 fine, court costs, and then the penalty. So now I've helped you a little bit. What you want to do?
$1,500.
So you're doing 1,000 plus 1,500
plus 500.
Yeah,
I'd say 1,000.
The 1,000 is the court rule.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair, I move for $1,000 fine plus $1,000 court cost.
That's what I was fixing to do.
Yeah. All right. Motion is. I got a motion. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. They saved you $500.
If you believe it, they're going to pick it.
Thank you.
Right.
That's good.
That's it?
Yeah, don't come back.
No, I don't want to come back.
Next case.
You have a good one.
SNR Electrical Services LLC or any representatives present.
They'll believe that.
You're right.
Can you state your name and your affiliation with the company?
Randy Bailey, owner.
Brady. Can you repeat your last name?
Bailey.
Your last name is Bailey?
Bailey.
Okay. Mr. Bailey, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
SNR Electrical Services LLC of Princeton, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of alleged violations for entering into a contract with an unlicensed contractor, AOF Industries LLC, and for permitting the contractor's license to be used by another when the other contractor does not hold a license for the classification of work for which the contract is entered on the Murphy USA Fuel Station project in Bossier City, Louisiana, amount of $249,300.
Mr. Bailey, how would you like to plead to the alleged violation?
No contest.
Okay.
Move to accept.
Till the second.
Motion second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Call John Eatman.
Mr. Eatman has been sworn.
Mr. Eatman, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the licensing board for contractors for this matter? Yes, sir. We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Exhibit, oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Bailey, have you had a chance to review the documents?
Yes, I have.
Do you have any objections to the documents being entered into the record?
No, ma'am.
No objection. Exhibits are admitted.
Mr. Eatman, it appears from the record that SNR Electrical Service LLC pulled a permit on the project. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, they did.
And the total value, if you look at page 16, was for $249,300. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Also, it appears that SNR Electrical Services entered into a contract with AOF Industries LLC. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that was for performance of work on the project. Was it at Murphy Oil Station? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And at the time, AOF Industries LLC was not a licensed contractor. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Now, AOF Industries LLC, did they perform work on the project?
Yes, sir.
And SNR Electrical Services LLC, did they perform work on the project?
Yes, sir.
They both performed work. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
But the permit was pulled on behalf or to allow AOF Industries LLC to perform work on the project?
For clarification, they were hired to look over supervision. AOF provided the labor.
AOF Industries provided the labor, and SNR Electrical Services was a supervisor of the project?
Yes, sir.
No further questions.
Mr. Bailey, do you have any questions for this witness?
I do not.
Okay, counsel, do you have any further questions?
No additional witnesses.
Okay, Mr. Bailey, you've pled no contest. You may give a statement to the board, an offer as to a penalty. I would say, since you pled no contest, be careful with your statement. But you may proceed.
Okay. What happened here was very quick to me. I got a call by another Louisiana licensed electrical contractor. He said, "Hey man, we do work together. When each other needs help." He said, "Hey man, I got a friend that's done started a Murphy gas station." He said, "I've supposed to have been on that with him to help him out on this project." He said, and I said, "Okay." He said, "I don't have any guys available." He said, "Can you do this?" And I said, "Sure." And so he got me in touch with, I believe his name's Kelly from AOF. And I said, "Man," he said, "I done started the project." He said, "I do all Murphy gas stations." He said, "This other contractor's supposed to help me. We done started it. We need help on the project." And I said, "Okay." And even my hourly wage, whatever, come from another contractor. I said, "Man, what was you going to charge him?" He said, "This." I said, "Okay." And I told Kelly, I said, "Well, this is what I'm going to charge you to work on this project." He said, "Well, I need you to pull the permits." And I said, "Okay." My thinking was, me pulling the permits, it was my job. But then when I get called from the state board, they was like, they was like, "No, you can't do that." Then I was like, "Oh, it's my fault because I didn't have the contract. If the contract had been in my name from Murphy, then it would have been different. Me pulling the permits, then I guess it would have been illegal." So, tell you the truth, I mean, I didn't understand what I was doing at the time because it was, like I said, it was so quick. He called me, I called him. This happened in like 2 days. It wasn't no after all of this. Like I said, I told him, which the job didn't last but like a month after I got involved in it. Because like I said, they done started it, they done the underground and all of that already on that project. So when I got involved in it, like I said, I gave my labor price, and if you see, I made like $7,700 off this. We wasn't on this project long. The project ended.
So, you said you pulled a permit. So work was already done.
Work, they have already started the work.
Who pulled the permit? There was not a permit on the project?
There was not a permit at all. No,
okay, so the project work started without a permit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Like all the underground, they had all the ditches dug and open, pipe laid in it, when I got involved in this situation.
And you're going to take responsibility for all that?
Sir?
I said you're going to take responsibility for all this work prior to you becoming the contractor of record?
You talking about the ditches open and
Yeah,
all
all the work done before you got there.
Yeah, I mean, we could see it, but yes. Yes, like they didn't have it covered up. They had all the ditches dug and open because
You called for the inspections?
yes. Me or my foreman, my foreman did. I had guys on the job. They had guys on the job. I had guys on the job. That's where the money come involved. They was paying for me to have a foreman, in effect, when they needed a helper on the job.
You realize that this guy that called you to do the job is not really your friend.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. After all this, I was like, man, what did I get into? Like I said, I'm not trying to use an excuse. I'm just a good old country boy. When somebody calls to ask for help, I wasn't thinking about that part. I was like, well, my guys got work. I'm helping somebody. I'm pulling a permit. I wasn't thinking about being illegal, me not having a contract with Murphy's. He did.
And I will show you that at Exhibit 2A, the electrical permit has a valuation of $60,000. So that's the total payment on the project that we talked about at page 16 at $249,300 is what was paid AOF Industries to do the work. So that would be the whole scope of work. At the permit at page 6 shows the electrical permit, which was pulled by S&R Electrical, was for $60,000 of electrical work. Obviously, he did not perform all the electrical work. He performed $7,700 of electrical work, and AOF obviously had performed other work.
I do have a question. So your buddy that called you, the electrician who you work with, why didn't he have a permit on the job? Is he unable to pull?
No, he's a Louisiana license. He's a contractor too. He's an electrical contractor also. He didn't have the manpower. He didn't have the foreman. He does a lot of solar. He said, man, all my guys are.
No, I get that part, but somebody did some work.
Yeah, who did the electrical work?
Somebody did the electrical work on it.
Who was it?
Them guys had their electricians on their job also.
What guys?
AOF.
AOF
had its own employees.
Had their own electricians on the job.
But they're not licensed, right?
But they're not licensed.
Yeah.
So
right, they wasn't Louisiana, right? Yeah. So that's what got me. Yes.
So your buddy called you after after AOS started. Do you think maybe somebody was worried they were getting in trouble with?
And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When this happened, that was my first thinking. I was like, well, is that why he didn't do it? Because
that's why you shouldn't have done it.
Right. Well, like I said,
the question is, and what it looks like is, hey, I'm in this job, don't have a electrical license, not a licensed contract. Let's find somebody, pay them to use their license. Is that what's happened here?
Well, yeah, the pay to use it. Yes. We worked. I mean, we was on the job too. But I guess
did they continue to work on the job while you had your guys on the job as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And out of $60,000, you made
$77,700.
I got
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And that's like the $60,000 permit. That's what I was told the job was. Like I said, I didn't even see the scope of work on the project.
Has he ever been here before? No. Okay.
Mr. Chair,
Yeah.
I got a question for the gentleman. We got a quote here where AOF, who apparently is a fuel contractor, is that true, or are they electrical only?
I'm not sure I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not sure exactly.
That's who you were working for, is AOF, right?
Yes.
They're out of Palestine, Texas, right?
That's correct.
There's a price here where they priced to spin off construction. They priced the electrical scope of work for $227,000. So apparently they're a Texas contractor that come to Louisiana to wire a Murphy fuel station.
Yes, sir.
And their electrical price, which included the building, all the gas pumps, all the underground tanks, all the fuel stuff, electrical service and everything, their price was worth $227,000.
Yes, sir. That's what I seen today. This is the first time I seen that price.
And according to your testimony, they couldn't man the job, so they hired you as a local electrical contractor. We put one foreman on the job. and they continued to do the electrical work, scope of work, and you got paid for the time that you spent on the job.
Yes, sir.
That's what it sounds to me like.
And get the permit. Who's the buddy that called
Now,
me?
based on that, what I'm looking at there, based on that,
Who's the buddy that called you that was the electrical that was too busy? What's his name?
Oh, Tucker Construction. Tucker Electric.
Out of Louisiana?
Mm-hmm.
but that was just a phone call. A buddy of yours putting you on these people that came from Texas that's doing the work.
Well, yeah, he called me. He was going to do it. That's his buddy.
I understand that, but he didn't do the work you did.
That's right. That's
along
right.
with their employees.
That's right. That's
so
right.
the contractor from Texas came to Louisiana with his employees. He performed $227,000 worth of electrical work on this project, and you helped him out by sending one man out there on the job.
He got paid $7,000.
Yeah. I mean,
And you pulled the permit.
right.
That's the way I see it.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
I think. Yeah, well, Mr. Merritt, I'll let you handle this.
He's already pled.
No contest.
No contest. I make a motion we fine him $5,000 plus $1,000 cost.
Second. I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, sir.
Dragon Segvic LLC or any representatives present.
That was kind. That was kind.
Can you state your name, sir, and your affiliation with the company?
Dragan Segvic, company Dragan Segvic LLC.
Can you speak into the microphone?
Dragan Segvic LLC.
Okay, Mr. Segvic. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do.
Thank you. And you can pull it down or move closer to it.
Dragon Segvic LLC of New Orleans, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for entering into a contract with an unlicensed contractor, Reen Lang, at 8534 Palm Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, in the amount of $13,700.
Mr. Segvic, how do you wish to plead to the alleged violation?
Guilty.
Guilty?
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna admit any evidence?
Yeah. I call Stephanie Belanger.
Okay, Ms. Belanger has been sworn.
Ms. Belanger, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4, were they prepared in the regular ordinary course of business of licensing board for contractors?
They were.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Mr. Segvic, do you have any objection to those documents being entered into the record?
No.
Have you had a chance to review them?
Yes.
Okay, no objection. The exhibits are admitted.
Ms. Belanger, according to the records, it appears that Mr. Segvic is a licensed plumber. Is that correct?
Segvic is the contractor.
Is he a plumber?
No, I don't.
He has a residential license. Is that correct?
Yes,
And he entered into a contract to perform work on a project. Is that correct?
correct.
And this was a residential project. Is that right?
Correct.
And hired a Renee Lang to perform the plumbing work. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And Renee Lang is not a licensed contractor. Is that correct?
Correct.
And is not a licensed plumber. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the total scope of that work was $13,700. Is that correct?
Correct.
As indicated at page 8. Is that correct? Exhibits
Correct. Yeah.
2B. Is that right?
Yes.
And Mr. Segvic was performing work and constructing a residential project. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. No further questions.
Mr. Segvic, you've pled guilty.
Yes.
Would you like to give a statement to the board? If so, you may, and then the board will make a determination as to a penalty.
Yeah. I mean, this project was a big mistake with me, and obviously, I trusted the owner that Mr. Lang Plumber has a license, and he pulled the permit, for the plumbing. So I was believing, that he has a license, So And after some times for the financial issue and that stuff, I just withdraw from the project, and owner finish, by himself, So I didn't know relation between him and Mr. Lang, plumber, but he convinced me in the beginning, that he has a license and that is all paperwork. Okay, I didn't check the license. That was my mistake.
We have an app that you can use to determine that.
Sorry?
There's an app you can use to determine if people are licensed. I recommend you getting hold of it.
That was, like I said, that was my mistake. I didn't check. Usually I'm checking, and this has never happened, before me.
Is this his first time?
That's big school, yeah.
It's his second violation. In 2022, he's found guilty of contracting with an unlicensed contractor and failure to provide requested records. He was assessed $1,000 costs, suspended until the records were produced. He provided records and paid the costs. He's held commercial buildings since 2013. His residential license expired on the 2nd of this month. He submitted his renewal though.
Yeah, you should get that app. You can put it on your phone. They can talk to you about it. That way you can determine immediately if somebody's licensed. Because it's the second time for the same charge.
Yeah. How big is your firm?
I don't know what was first time.
No, it's the
what
second
violation
time.
was first time? I never had violation before. I don't know what was that. 2022.
I don't believe it was me the first time.
Read him, tell him the charge. He acts like he doesn't know.
I had a 2 audit by you, but I never had violation. I never received any paper for
The
it.
penalty was paid. It was in April of 22.
Kind of hard to mistake that name.
You don't remember coming to see the board?
I didn't even pay any
Mr.
penalty,
Langell?
anything.
Someone paid the penalty.
That's something new for me. So.
Well, y'all can look into
You
that.
didn't appear
You already
last
cleared
time.
that up. If it's not you, you need to get it cleared up. And in the meantime,
Well, let me ask this: what are you doing? What are you procedurally going to do to prevent this from happening again?
I mean, usually, I have like my subcontractors which I'm working with, and I know his status of the license and all that stuff. This job, like I said, like Mr. Thomas, owner of that house project, he's. I know him, and he asked me kindly, can I do this project for him? And he has, that subcontractors, who and gave to me to work with.
Do you do contracts with your subcontractors?
Yes, of course, yeah.
All right. Would you not make it part of your contract to procedurally to put, hey, please list your contractor license number and your classification for what you are, and that would help you?
Mr. Kluat,
Yeah.
so there is a contract at 2C with Renee Lang, but it's for $7,000.
Okay.
So it's less than 10.
Yep.
So he would not, Mr. Lang theoretically would not have been required to have a license. However, I guess contractors make money on projects. So his actual contract with the homeowner was $13,000. But the contract with the plumber was $7,000. So I assume that the reason for that is that he supplied material to the project, which would have got it over $10,000.
Okay.
But the actual contract with Renee Lang is for $7,000.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
okay, what's the pleasure of the board?
And you understand the combination of materials and labor. All right,
Yeah.
good deal.
Well, listen, given that you pled guilty, what's your offer to the board for your firm?
Do you have an offer?
I mean, whatever penalty I need to pay, I'm ready to pay, because, I'm $1,000 if I need to pay, so.
All right, I move for $1,000 court costs, $1,000 fine.
Okay.
Get the app.
Do I get a second? Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, sir. Next case.
Renee Lang or any representatives present.
Let the record reflect the known as President on behalf of Renee Lang.
Renee Lang of Westwego, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform plumbing work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 8534 Palm Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, in the amount of $13,700.
Call Stephanie Belanger.
Mr. Belanger has been sworn.
Ms. Belanger, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular ordinary course of business of the licensing board for contractors for this matter?
They were.
We offer the exhibits into the record.
Exhibits are admitted.
According to the exhibits, it appears that Renee Lang was provided with notice of violation and of this hearing date by certified mail. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Also shows that Renee Lang apparently does have a master plumber's license, but is not licensed with this board. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And entered into a contract with Mr. Dragon Savek LLC to perform work on a residential project, do plumbing work. Is that correct?
Correct.
Without possessing a license with this board. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the scope of the work is at Exhibit 2B of $13,700. Is that correct?
Yes.
We submit that Renee Lang is in violation of Louisiana contractor's licensing laws for fail to possess licensing with this board and performing work on a residential project, plumbing work on a residential project in the amount of $13,700 without possessing a license to perform that plumbing work. As such, you find him guilty of the violation, issue the appropriate fines and costs.
Motion to find him guilty.
Second. Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Penalty.
And what's the total value of this?
Isn't
Isn't this the same as the one previous?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, except that she didn't show up, so.
Right.
Okay.
$300 difference.
It's a he.
Yeah. All right. I'll do a 1,000 plus 1,000 calls.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next case.
Atlantic Services LLC, or any representatives present?
Let the record reflect that no one is present on behalf of Atlantic Services LLC.
Atlantic Services LLC of Las Vegas, Nevada is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the Fast Pace Health Urgent Care Project in Shreveport, Louisiana, in the amount of $89,000.
Call John Eatman.
Mr. Eatman has been sworn.
Mr. Eatman, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in ordinary and regular course of business for licensing board for contractors?
Yes, sir.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Exhibits are admitted.
Mr. Eatman, according to the documents, it shows that Atlantic Services LLC was provided with notice of this violation by and of this hearing date by certified mail. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
It also shows at Exhibit 2 that Atlantic Services entered into an agreement to perform work in Louisiana in the amount of $89,000. Is it $89,000?
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And at the time did not possess licensing with this board to perform that work. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that was on a commercial project?
Yes, sir.
We submit to the board that Atlantic Services LLC is in violation of Louisiana contractors' licensing laws for failure to possess licensing with this board to perform work on a commercial project the amount of $89,000. As such, you find him guilty of the violation, issue the appropriate fines and costs.
Joseph moved to find a violation.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Penalty.
Max fine plus cost.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next case.
Gardner Construction LLC, or any representatives present?
Let the record reflect that no one is present on behalf of Gardner Construction LLC.
Gardner Construction LLC of New Orleans, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 720 Moss Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, the amount of $175,000.
Call Susan McCartney.
Ms. McCartney has been sworn.
Ms. McCartney, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the licensing board for contractors?
Yes, sir.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Exhibits are admitted.
Ms. McCartney, according to the records, it also shows that at page 17 that Peter McCartney, on behalf of Gardner Construction LLC, received notice of his violation and of this hearing date by email. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
It also shows that Gardner Construction LLC performed work on a construction project with a total value of $175,000 as indicated by Exhibit 2A. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That project involved certain work for which Gardner did not possess a license. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And this was a residential construction project?
Yes, sir.
And it involved some work that included electrical and plumbing for which he was not licensed. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And at again at page 6 2A, it shows the electrical work was $10,400 and the plumbing work was $10,000. Is that correct?
That's correct.
We submit to the board that Gardner Construction LLC is in violation of Louisiana contractors licensing laws for failure to possess licensing with this board and construction of a new residential construction project in the amount of $175,000. We ask to find him guilty of the violation, issue the appropriate fines and costs.
Move to find him guilty.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Penalty.
Move to find him max plus cost.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next case.
Stanford Vanderlee Ebanks. Are any representatives present?
Okay. I believe the respondent is here. He's outside talking. Sir, can you state your name?
Stanford Ebanks.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I swear.
Thank you.
Stanford Vanderlee Ebanks of New Orleans, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of alleged violations for contracting in a name other than the name which appears on the Louisiana State Contractor's License and for entering into a contract with an unlicensed contractor, Gardner Construction LLC, to perform work at 720 Moss Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, the amount of $22,315.28.
All right, Ms. Ebanks, how would you like to plead to the alleged violation?
No contest.
Okay.
Move to accept.
Second. Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Call Susan McCartney.
Ms. McCartney has been sworn.
Ms. McCartney, in front of you are exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of licensing board for contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir.
We offer the exhibits into the record.
Ms. Ebanks, have you had a chance to review the documents that he's referencing?
Yes.
Do you have any objection to the documents being entered into the record?
No.
No objection. The exhibits are admitted.
Ms. McCartney, according to the documents, it appears that Stanford Vanderlee Ebanks contracted with Gardner to perform work on a residential construction project. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And at Exhibit 2A, there's a contract proposal to Peter Gardner in the amount of $28,250. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And that was under the name of Stan Services LLC. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And that's Mr. Ebanks was actually operating under that name. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And with the licensing board, he is not licensed under that name. He's licensed under his own name of Stanford Vanderlee Ebanks. Is that right?
That's correct.
And also, the contract was with an unlicensed contractor, that being Gardner. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And the total cost of $22,315.28 includes materials and labor costs. Is that correct?
That's correct.
No further questions.
Okay. Mr. Ebanks, do you have any questions for this witness?
No.
No questions? Okay. You may give a brief statement to the board if you would like. Make an offer to the board as to a penalty. And you may proceed.
Basically, yes, I operate my company on a Stan Services. My name is Stanford Vanderlee Ebanks, and my license is under my name. Unfortunately, I wasn't aware that I had to operate. My license has to be under my company name. So I'm in the process of getting that change. And as far as the entering in a contract with an unlicensed contractor, I wasn't aware that he didn't have a residential contractor license. I knew he had a contractor license, but I wasn't aware that he didn't have a residential contractor license. I mean, obviously he was pulling permit with the city of New Orleans, so I just assumed he had what he needed. And basically my contract is not even with Peter Construction, it's with Peter Gardner, which Peter Gardner is the homeowner of both projects. So, I mean, that's basically it.
Is there any violations prior to this?
I'm sorry. He does not.
Is there any violations of, is this his first violation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, do you have any questions? If not, what's the penalty phase?
Don't we have another one?
Yes.
You got
So
something?
he does have another case right after this.
Yeah,
one.
can we hear the next one and trying to bring this
Or
together?
do you want to consolidate them?
Is it
You don't have to
fixed?
make a motion to consolidate.
Joseph moved to consolidate.
Second.
Motion and second to consolidate. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Let's consolidate.
Stanford Vanderlee Ebanks of New Orleans, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of alleged violations for contracting in a name other than the name which appears on the Louisiana State Contractor's License and for entering into a contract with an unlicensed contractor, Gardner Construction LLC, to perform work at 2509 Delachaise Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, the amount of $11,089.98.
Ms. Ebanks has been sworn. Mr. Ebanks, you have to make a plea for those additional violations. How would you
I'm
wish to
pleading
plead?
no contest.
No contest?
Move to accept. Second.
Motion second.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Call Stephanie Belanger.
Ms. Belanger has been sworn.
Ms. Belanger, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business for the License Board for Contractor for this case 2024-0195-02?
They were.
We offer those exhibits into the record.
Ms. Ebanks, do you have any objection to the documents being entered into the record?
No, not at all.
No objection.
Ms.
Admitted.
Ms. Belanger, in this particular matter, Mr. Ebanks entered into another contract with Gardner to perform work on a different project. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And the total value, including supplies, was $11,089.98. Is that correct?
That's correct.
The his contract, which is listed at Exhibit 2B, page 8, was under Stand Services LLC and was for $9,500. Is that correct?
That's correct.
No further questions. So we're submitting to the board that these two projects were both with Gardner and on two separate houses. One was for $22,315.28 and one was for $11,089.98. I think Mr. Ebanks has explained he is a licensed contractor. He's just contracting under an unlicensed name. Both of these were with the same contractor, so the board can do what it wants on it as it relates to fines.
Mr. Ebanks, you're in the process of changing that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay.
I will also say that he pulled electrical permit under his license name. He didn't pull it under Stand Services.
Okay. That's good.
Okay.
All right. Well, certainly you understand what you've done. Get that corrected.
Yes, I'm like I say, I'm in the process of doing that as we speak.
Okay. All right. Well, I'd recommend for both a combined penalty of $1,000 fine plus $1,000 cost.
Joseph second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Mr. Clough, for clarity, is that per case, $1,000?
I said combined.
So can we just leave it on one case and can we dismiss the other just for record keeping matters? Otherwise, we're splitting fines.
Yeah, that's what you need.
That's what I'd prefer.
Okay.
I'd make a motion that's
So we would make a motion to dismiss the 2024-1237-02.
So
Yep.
moved.
Second.
And the fine would be levied against 2024-0195-02.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And that would be $1,000 plus $1,000. I think we got a, motion and a second plus an agreement on that.
Okay, so
We're good.
we're good? Motion?
Good.
Yeah,
Did you vote?
you got it.
Item number 10.
We'll do it again. All in
1,000 and
favor?
1,000.
We got a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next case.
Dean's Plumbing LLC or any representatives present.
The record reflected on is present on behalf of Dean's Plumbing LLC.
Dean's Plumbing LLC of Marrero, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License at 604 Barone Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, the amount of $11,900.
Call Stephanie Belanger.
Ms. Belanger has been sworn.
Ms. Belanger, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the Licensing Board for Contractors for this matter?
They were.
We offer the exhibits into the record.
Exhibits are admitted.
Ms. Belanger, it appears that notice of the violation and of this hearing date was provided to Dean's Plumbing by posting it on the door of last known address. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Also shows that Dean's Plumbing LLC entered into a contract to perform plumbing work on some apartments. Is that correct?
That's correct.
In New Orleans, is that correct?
Yes,
And at the time did not possess licensing with this board to perform that work. Is that correct?
that's correct.
And the total value of that work, as indicated through payments that are noted at Exhibit B, totaled $11,900. Is that correct?
That's correct.
We submit to the board that Dean's Plumbing LLC is in violation of Louisiana contractors licensing laws for failure to possess licensing and perform licensing with this board and performing plumbing work in the amount of $11,900. We ask that you find them guilty of the violation and issue the appropriate fines and costs.
Is this the first violation?
No, sir.
He's had other violations?
Dean's Plumbing, this is his fourth violation.
He doesn't have a license.
Fourth.
Dean Walters, Dean's Plumbing.
Move to find him guilty.
Till the second.
Motion and second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed, motion carries.
Move to find him max plus cost.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries. Next case.
The next item is Global Plumbing Repairs LLC. Staff is requesting a continuance to November.
Joseph, so moved.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries.
The next item is Strohmeyer Glass Inc. Staff is also requesting a continuance to November.
Joseph, so moved.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed, motion carries.
For information, those last two gentlemen are
Okay, all right, thank you.
Crescent City Metal LLC. Are any representatives present?
Let the record reflect that no one is present for Crescent City Metal LLC.
We have a settlement offer. Crescent City Metal LLC of Metairie, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the Whitney Place Condominiums project in Metairie, Louisiana, the amount of $558,000. This is their first violation. They held commercial fencing from March of 22 to March of 23. They applied for steel erection and installation and limited specialty services yesterday. They're offering a no contest plea, a $2,500 fine, and $1,000 costs.
Till it's moved to accept.
The call, Susan McCartney. Ms. McCartney, in front of you, exhibits
has
number
been
1, 2, 3.
sworn.
The exhibits in front of you are number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular ordinary course of business or licensed for contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Exhibits are admitted.
Submit the settlement offer for consideration.
Till it's moved to accept.
Temple second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries.
Quick question. How many times have they been here? Seems like I remember them.
Crescent City. This is their first violation.
That's their first. Good.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
It's not good, but it's not bad. Next case.
Bosco Oilfield Services LLC. Staff requests a continuance to November.
Continue. So moved to continue.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed, motion carries. Next case.
DNC Air Condition and Appliances LLC. Are any representatives present?
Let the record reflect that no one is present on behalf of DNC Air Condition and Appliances LLC.
DNC Air Condition and Appliances LLC of Harvey, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of an alleged violation for acting as a contractor to perform work without possessing a Louisiana State Contractor's License on the Holy Spirit Catholic Church project in New Orleans, Louisiana, in the amount of $39,726.80.
Hold it. Why is that? Call Stephanie Belanger.
Ms. Belanger has been sworn.
Ms. Belanger, in front of you are exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business or licensing board for
They were.
contractors for this matter?
They were.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Exhibits are admitted.
Ms. Belanger, according to the records, it appears at page 25 of the documents that DNC Air Condition was provided with notice of its violation and of this hearing date by email. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And they actually responded and said that they would be here. Is that correct?
That's correct.
also shows that DNC Air Conditioning Appliances performed work without possessing necessary licensing, and was that to install air conditioning work?
Yes.
And the total value of that work was $39,726.80. Is that correct?
What page are you looking at?
Oh, yeah. So if you look at Exhibit 2B, you see that exhibit? So that amount was $21,000, it's hard to read, $812.68, I think. And then the next one was $18,000 on page 10, $18,214 and I think 16 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And that's where the total comes out to $39,726.80. Is that right?
Correct.
And at the time did not possess licensing with this board to perform that air conditioning work, which would require it for any work over $10,000. Is that correct?
Correct.
We submit to the board that DNC Air Condition and Appliances LLC is in violation of Louisiana Contractors Licensing Laws for failure to possess necessary licensing with this board in performing commercial work, in fact, mechanical work in the amount of $39,726.80. Ask that you find them guilty of the violation and issue the appropriate fines and costs.
Joseph moved to find a violation.
Temple second.
Do I get a motion and a second? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried.
Max fine and cost.
Temple second. Mr. Chair.
Got a motion and a second.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried.
Anthony Reddix Jr. or any representatives present?
Sir, can you state your name into the microphone, please?
My name, Anthony Reddix Jr.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me?
Ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Anthony Reddix Jr. of New Orleans, Louisiana is before you today for consideration of alleged violations for willful misrepresentation of fact by an applicant in obtaining a license, for failure to maintain workers' compensation and general liability insurance as required, for failure to continue to fulfill any of the original requirements for licensure, and for problems related to the ability of the contractor to engage in the business of contracting. First
Mr. Reddix,
violation.
I'm sorry. Finish? Okay. Mr. Reddix, how do you wish to plead to the alleged violation?
No contest.
Okay.
Joseph moved to accept.
Temple second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Call Logan Cockerham.
Mr. Cockerham has been sworn.
Mr. Cockerham, in front of you are exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of licensing board for contractors for this matter?
Yes.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Mr. Reddix, have you had a chance to review the documents that he's referencing?
Yes.
Do you have any objection to the documents being entered into the record?
No.
No objection. The exhibits are admitted.
Mr. Cockerham, according to the documents that we have admitted into the record, it appears that Mr. Reddix has a qualifying or does have a qualifying party status.
That is correct.
Has it been suspended? Do you have a record if it was suspended or not?
Hold on.
Qualifying party status is active.
So his
Yes.
qualifying party status is still active, Ms. Morgan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So he's before the board for, in his application, he submitted a insurance form, is that correct?
That is correct.
And that form was forged, and it was, in other words, he did not have insurance, is that correct?
That is correct.
And there also, as the records indicate, he has failed to complete projects and has had other issues involving his licensed companies, is that correct?
I'm not aware of that.
Okay. And his company that for which he was licensed their license has been suspended, or has it been revoked?
It expired.
Oh, it expired, correct. Okay. So if you look at Exhibit 2C, There's a certificate that was presented to the board on behalf of the insured Golden Key Development LLC for purposes of obtaining a license. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And that was a forged document. Is that correct?
Yes, you can see under Exhibit 2, F, Exhibit F, where the insurance company stated that they did not produce the document.
Okay. And also, as you look at Exhibit B, there's some, Mr. Reddix has had charges issued against him for issuing worthless checks. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And he pled guilty to those charges. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And when submitting his application to the board, did not acknowledge those convictions. Is that correct?
That is also correct.
And the board is here, the staff is requesting that Mr. Reddix's qualifying party status be revoked. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
No further questions.
Mr. Reddix, do you have any questions for this witness?
No.
No questions? Counsel, do you have anything further?
Nothing further.
Okay, Mr. Reddix, you may give a brief statement to the board as to the alleged violation. You pled no contest, so you may offer a penalty. You may proceed.
Okay. As far as I thought the insurance company, when I did do it, I thought the insurance company was forwarded. They had to forward the paperwork to the email, the address that they said online. And as far as my application, I don't know where it is. Where it says have been convicted of a felony. Honestly, it might be my ignorance, but I thought when I plead guilty and paid the restitution on those checks, I thought that I didn't think that was conviction. I thought conviction was when you plead not guilty and you go through the process and you get convicted. I didn't know it was a difference between the two. So I do take that if and the guy explained to me it is the same thing in the eyes of the law. So I would take that. That's an error on my part.
And I want to also, so that the board knows that the board is currently involved in a lawsuit with Mr. Achille Sr. Arising out of alleged work that Mr. Reddix and his company performed. And Mr. Reddix is also a defendant in that case. And the board has been brought into that lawsuit by Mr. Achille, claiming that the board should never have licensed Mr. Reddix. So anyway, we're fighting that lawsuit. We don't believe it's appropriate against the board. However, Mr. Reddix's actions have caused the board to be sued.
Okay. What's the board's pleasure here? I'll give you another minute. You got anything else you would like to tell us?
No, if regarding the Keeley, that was a situation to where when I told him he needed more money, he said that he didn't. And I have that in text messages as well. Whenever that court situation arises with him.
Okay. What's the board?
I move that we revoke his license and his qualifying party.
All we have is the qualifying party status before the board.
Only the qualifying party right now.
Only that before. Well, that's a motion.
Okay. I have a motion.
Second.
I have a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Rice Developments LLC and Brandon Rice. Are any representatives present?
The record reflect the known is present on behalf of Rice Development. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you state your name and your affiliation with the company?
Brandon Rice, and I'm the owner of Rice Developments.
Okay. Can you please raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Rice Developments LLC and Brandon Rice of Walker, Louisiana are before you today for consideration of alleged violations for failure to maintain adequate records and provide such to the board within 72 hours upon request at 38170 Shelby Drive, Track X, 11960 Sims Road, Lot 1, and 11968 Sims Road, Lot 2 in Denham Springs, Louisiana.
Would they produce them? Okay. What do we want to discuss this? What do we want to do? Okay, call Kristen McKee.
Are we doing a plea? What's going on?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Are we
Yes, the
moving
plea.
forward?
Yep.
Okay. Mr. Rice, how would you wish to plead to the alleged violation?
No contest.
Joseph moved
No
to
contest.
accept.
Temple second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Call Kristen McKee.
Ms. McKee has been sworn.
Ms. McKee, in front of you, exhibits number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Were they prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business with licensed board for contractors for this matter?
Yes, sir.
We'll offer the exhibits into the record.
Mr. Rice, have you had a chance to review the documents that he's referencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any objection to the documents being entered into the record?
No, ma'am.
Okay. No objection. Exhibits are admitted.
Ms. McKee, I've been advised, and I think, is it correct that Mr. Is it Rice?
Yes, sir. Like red
Has
beans and
produced,
rice.
has produced the records that you've requested?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we received those yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we hear before today is just really for a penalty for his delay in producing those documents?
Is that a question?
Yes, is that what we're here for right now?
Yes.
Yes, okay. No further questions.
Okay. Mr. Rice, do you have any questions for this witness?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Anything further, counsel?
Nothing further.
Okay. Board, do you need any testimony from Mr. Rice? Or?
Does he want to make it? Does he want to make a statement?
Yeah, give him an option.
No, ma'am. Oh, no, sir. I'm sorry. No statement.
I move to fine $500 plus the cost of the
How
hearing.
much?
500,000.
No, 500.
Okay, it's 500
And the cost of the hearing.
and the cost of the hearing.
Mr. Chair, there's no project amount listed on here. This is an administrative
It's just-
violation.
so it's
you-
just-
you-
just
there's
1,000.
there's no penalty,
So
but you're
just the
open to
500?
add. Or
Just
you're open to
1,000.
an administrative cost.
That's okay. That's your motion. Do I have a second?
So the record is clear. It's just $1,000 court cost.
Just $1,000.
And if you'd like to reinstate his license,
Yes,
that's
his
that's
license
currently
has been
suspended.
suspended because he didn't produce the records timely.
And he's
So,
produced everything's good now?
yes.
Okay.
So moved.
Yeah, and reinstate.
Second. Motion is second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion
We'll
carried.
just
So the record reflects
Gil.
$1,000 administrative hearing, and his license has been reinstated.
Right.
That's correct.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, going forward, I would, the board would consider making one motion and go vote on all these settlement offers.
So moves.
Joseph second.
I got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I think that the way that we should do this is the first time. I know it's not popular in a few arenas in this room, but Ms. Morgan's going to read out the violation name, the case number, and the offer that's been presented, and just keep going down. And we'll
Does he have to also
the
put
records.
in the records?
And Mr. Lander knows.
Yes, I'm going to put in all the records in Global like I do for field citations.
Okay.
Mr. Hasser just told me about this, so we'll do what we can on getting this all done.
We knew you would go with it. That's why we went with it.
Teamwork.
It was a hard push, but I got him there.
Go ahead. You going to read them all?
Platinum Custom Homes LLC, case 2022-039407. They're offering a no contest plea, a $2,500 fine plus 1,000 costs. Splitaburger LLC, case 2022-039408. They're offering a no contest plea, a $1,000 fine plus 1,000 costs. Aldi Inc., case 2024-060901. They're offering a no contest plea, a $1,000 fine plus $1,000 costs. Spinoff Construction LLC, case 2024-084901. They're offering a no contest plea, a $2,000 fine plus 2,000 costs. AOF Industries LLC, case 2024-084902. They're offering a no contest plea, a $2,000 fine plus 1,000 costs. SLA Concrete Works LLC, case 2024-084903. They're offering a no contest plea, a $5,000 fine plus 1,000 costs. D. Harper Construction, LLC, case 2023-106803. They're offering a no contest plea, $1,000 fine plus 1,000 costs. Final Coat Painting, Inc., case 2023-116102. They're offering a no contest plea, a $2,000 fine plus 1,000 costs. Green Construction and Development, Inc., case 2023-116103. They're offering no contest plea, $1,000 fine plus 1,000 costs. Velco Home Solutions, LLC, case 2023-116105. They're offering a no contest plea, $1,000 fine plus 1,000 costs. Bike Contracting, LLC, case 2024-069605. They're offering a no contest plea, $1,000 fine plus 1,000 costs. Moro Restaurant Group, LLC, case 2025-024301. They're offering a no contest plea, $1,000 fine plus $1,000 costs. Plumbing MD Inc., case 2025-024302. They're offering a no contest plea, a $2,000 fine plus 1,000 costs. Ram Companies LLC, case 2025-020401. They're offering a $5,000 fine, $1,000 cost, and no contest plea. IMC Roofing LLC, case 2025-020403. They're offering a no contest plea, a $3,000 fine plus 1,000 costs. GNS Plumbing Repair LLC, case 2024-031005. They're offering a no contest plea, a $1,000 fine plus 1,000 costs. Rushing Ranges Inc., case 2022-195302. They're offering a no contest plea, a $5,000 fine plus 1,000 costs.
Call Brad Hassert. Mr. Hassert, these files that were just all of the files that Ms. Morgan just read into the record, were those exhibits attached to all of those files prepared in the regular and ordinary course of business of the Licensing Board for Contractors of this matter?
Absolutely.
For those matters?
Absolutely.
We'll offer those exhibits into the record.
All exhibits, as previously mentioned, are admitted.
We're done with that?
Submit the settlement offers for consideration.
Joseph moved to accept all of them.
It's already did that. It's already did that. But I'll do it again. Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Now we'll get into motion to accept all the field citations.
So move.
Second.
So,
read those
Gotta
two.
read those off too.
So I'll do it. We're going to offer it and file in the record the exhibit packets related to the field citations for Junior and Company, Inc., 2025-0204-02, Jones Construction Solutions, LLC, 2025-0768-02, Matthew Joseph Hadell, doing business as Hadell Heating, 2024-0310-04, Deuce Electric LLC, 2024-0310-03. Delta Construction LLC, 2024-1396-01. DEI Contractors LLC, 2024-0309-01. DeLauder Development Inc., 2024-0917-01. We offer, Blanchard Construction Company, 2024-0128-01, Alchemist Group, LLC, 2024-0128-02, TNT Plumbing of Louisiana, Inc., 2022-0394-05, Rest Room Facilities, LLTD, 2025-0768-01, and Folks Consulting, LLC, 2025-0871-01. We offer those exhibits into the record, and we submit the field citations for consideration.
All exhibits for field citations are admitted.
You want another motion on that one again? Or not?
Yeah, y'all got to make a motion to
Okay.
accept.
Joseph moved to accept.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Are we having a treasury report today? Mr. Boardwell's not here.
I can give you a brief one. At the end of the third quarter, the financials did come back. There's a significant overage, if you will, that about 1.3, and that's dedicated towards the implementation of the accounting software that was finally approved today by the Department of Administration after 8.5 months, and for the records management system that has been approved, and we're waiting to start implementation on that probably next week.
Okay.
But we have nothing negative to report. We're in a very positive position.
You're going to do a staff report too?
I can give you a staff report. The staff is still the staff. We haven't lost and we haven't gained. There's been a small change in the status of our cleaning crew. They are no longer our cleaning crew as of this morning. Apparently, they like the candy in the girls' drawers a little bit more than the girls put it in there. That was captured on 2 separate video incidences. They've been terminated. We'll have a new crew Monday morning.
Well, if that's done, we got one last thing. I need to get a motion to take into consideration the Residential Building Subcommittee's reports April 16, 2025, May 14, 2025, June 18, 2025, July 16, 2025, August 20, 2025, and September 17, 2025.
Mr. Chairman, so moved.
I got a motion and a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Now motion to adjourn. So moved.